Hey YouTube, it's Brian again, and my last video that I did last night, I mentioned that I had some books coming in from eBay that I was hoping would be here yesterday, but turns out they're here today, so that's the box they came in. Give me a second and I'll slice it open and let you see what's inside. Now, what's in here is nothing great, nothing really expensive. In fact, I've mentioned several times that I need to knock off the YouTube stuff or the eBay stuff, but found a seller that had a whole bunch of books that I would like to have, and they're really, just like dollar books for the most part, pretty inexpensive. And what really sold it for me was that it was the first book is like $4.99, and every book after that is $4.90, or and I'm sorry, the first book is $4.99, and the price stays the same after that, no matter how many books you order. So I had an experience like this previously where the shipping didn't exactly add up to what I thought it would. So I deleted a lot of books from that from my cart for that purchase. But on this one, I kept an eye on it, and sure enough, every single one of these shipping on this was $4.99 for all of these books. And I think I ended up getting like 30 books, maybe. We'll see in a second. And it was from the seller on eBay that I got these from is here we go. You Me Choose Comics. So yeah, we'll see in a second just what these books look like, and I'm certain that they're probably worth every bit that I paid for them. So give me a minute to. So then, yeah. Okay, so inside that first box looks like he took another box and just made this so that the books were in there with probably an inch or so overhang. Here, like, let me show you what they look like. So they had like an inch or so overhang. So they didn't get, hopefully they didn't get a lot of corner damage on them. And then they've got them all packed into one paper bag. There we go. You can see it's taped there on the end. And now I'm gonna get this open with my X-Acto knife. And it doesn't look like these are in bags and boards for the most part. So that's definitely something I don't care for. But again, these books were all dollar books. Maybe I should have done these sooner, or opened these up. So yeah, I can't really set these up here because they're not bagged. So that's Avengers 261. I think I may have shown this recently, but it was a lot of these were part of a couple of lots, because there were a few books in there that I needed. So that's 262. I've read this one. I've read both of these actually. This one was really good. I liked seeing Namor and Hercules go to blows there for a little bit, and it turned out it was just Hercules' way of getting Namor out of a funk. Now this is the real reason I bought this one particular lot of comics is Avengers 263, and as you know that what lurks in that cocoon is Jean Grey. So this would be her reappearance following her death as Dark Phoenix, and it begins here. X Factor is up in the right hand corner. Like I said, I paid $1 for this book, so it's not perfect, but I paid $1 for it. It's got a ding on the bottom. The bottom right corner is a little messed up, a little spine stress with the little color break, but again, it's $1, so I'm happy with it. This is one that I haven't shown before, but it's one I already have in my collection at home. As I recall from when I was a kid in 1985, this was a pretty good book. This is my first introduction to this character, the Yellow Jacket. I'm probably going to read it again soon just to refresh myself on it. Got this one and I showed it recently. It's 265. Yeah. All these ones that I'm probably gonna have to put together a trade video for all of these doubles and triples now that I'm seem to be collecting of Avengers books from the 80s. See, here's another one, 266. Just because, you know, I don't need them all, and I really only buy them in like this because it allows me to get, you know, the ones that I'm missing at a cheaper price. And if I, you know, I don't want to pay $3 and $4 a piece for some of these books. Here's 267. That's Kang on the cover. Yeah, I think I've read this one recently. I think probably even showed that one recently. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to show put together a trade video. So if any of you guys like the Avengers or are looking for Avengers from this era, I'm probably gonna have quite a few of them to swap with you. I'm thinking that, so from their packing, I'm not sure if this, some of these are starting to get a little bit of roll going to them. I'm not sure if it's from the way they packed them, or maybe if they already were like this from, you know, how they were stored. Kang versus Immortus. Actually, it's Kang versus Kang, if you know anything. But it's Avengers 269. I might need this one in my collection. I'm not sure. Captain Marvel. It's number 51 from 1977. This book is really nice. It's not. It's got some. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but it's got a crease there, and a little bit of wear down here in the corner. But I mean, for $1, it's not bad. And I got this because I don't know. I recently, you know, in the last few months, been picking up a few of his books here and there. I picked up a really bad, bad copy of #1 a while back, just because I really liked the cover, but I didn't want to dish out a bunch of money for it. So here we have Captain America 299. It's Cap's last stand. I think this is right before the government stripped him of his title and his costume and shield. Cap versus Red Skull in issue 300. Yep. Now, I think with the exception of one book, these books were all like $1. Although one thing that I didn't see with this, they didn't send me an invoice. So I'm happy with the book so far, but I would like to see the invoice so I don't have to go back to eBay just to look and make sure I've got them all, but it looks like I'm going to have to do that. So I have Cap 301. Not happy about this up here, but again, it's a $1 book. I'm not going to be too picky about them. 302. It's Machete. He was actually kind of a cool character. Yeah. Next up is 303, and these three together are actually kind of comical. They really didn't. I don't know. Cap kind of beat the snot out of them all every time that he went up against them, I think. And Batroc, to me, he's kind of an interesting character, but you know, he's wearing pink, but he's not badass enough to pull that off. So yeah, he should rethink his color choice there. Cap 306. Yep, looks good. Now most of these are just 307. It's the Nomad, and Madcap is in there somewhere. He's a villain from Cap's lineup. Yeah, most of these Captain Americas I think are to fill in holes in my collection. So here he is again, 309 with Madcap. Now we're going to, I have 305 here. Now some of these, they definitely have the spine roll going on, and they look to me like they're getting that. You see how the back portion of the book extends past the front? Like this stuff right here, kind of from when they're laying in, and they're, I don't know, they're just laying and being squished and just not taken well care of. So here's 304. But again, I don't know, for the price you can't really be too picky about them, I guess. I would have liked to have gotten a better copy, you know. better than that, but yeah, I'll take it. Here's the Avengers 260. I definitely needed this one. 287. I'm certain that I don't have that. Very happy to have it. I have this next book, 286, but again, I think it's in my collection from my childhood collection. So when I get that and go through it here, probably later in the springtime, I might go through that and show you guys a bunch of that stuff. There's something sticky between the next two books, and I don't know what it is. It's on. Yep, I see it now. Not happy about that. So here's the Avengers 285, and then here's 284, and the sticky stuff is up here. Actually, yeah, I can feel it. This book's not going anywhere in my pile. I don't know. So far, they're not. They're kind of impressing me a little bit with their prices and their speed of shipping, but that sticky, when a book's got something like that on it, I'd prefer just not to even have it. I'd rather just throw it through the shredder. I mean, unless it's a high dollar book, it's not really worth keeping around. Then I have Avengers 283. I think I have that. I'm not sure. It's 282. Yeah, none of these are just coming. I'm just showing you these as they came out of the package. So I haven't, obviously they're not in bags and boards, and I haven't gone through them yet. But most of them are in pretty good shape. So I'm thinking these guys are at least going to get, I don't know. I think about this a little bit. 280. Now here's one. This next one is the New Mutants #1. It's not the New Mutants #1, but it's a summer special, I guess. It's 80-page video. It's Delight down there at the bottom. But I don't know. It's got a little. With some of these thicker books back in the day, Marvel put out. They had like the spine looks pretty good, but it's got some binding right through here. Oh yeah, it's a summer special, says so right there. I just noticed. But anyways, it's not too bad. Archer and Armstrong 0. Nothing on the back, but I'm always happy to get these older Valiant, or the old Valiant books, just because. Now I have Avengers 233 here. They're up against the barrier, whatever that happens to be. It's not horrible. The whites are pretty white. It's got a little bit of schmutz on it, or whatever that is. Little crap there, but now I got this one, Fantastic Four 284, because it was in a 2-issue lot, and I'm not really a huge Fantastic Four fan. But the reason I got the 2-issue lot was because of this. It's 286. Fantastic Four again with Jean Grey. So yeah, very happy to have this book. This one and that Avengers book, they're books that have been on my radar for a long time, but I've just never really put in much effort to actually look for them. Because I mean, I don't know. Sometimes you find them where they're going for quite a bit, and then sometimes you get lucky and find them for $1. And because these guys are, everything after the first book is $5, I just went crazy with it. Now, excuse me, I have one more book, and this was like a $5 book, and the most expensive book that I bought off of these guys, and it's The Amazing Spider-Man #30, and I just bought it because it's a Campbell cover. When these books came out, I really didn't pay that much attention to them. Yeah, I'll probably, I don't know, I'll read this, I'm sure, but I mean, really, I just bought it for the cover. So there's that. Yeah, I forgot to pick a cover of the week in my video last night, so I'll just look at them again and I'll post it in my comments. And I'm sure nobody actually cares about that, but I'll do it anyways. So my other rant about, I think I forgot this on the eBay thing, because on my little eBay rant last night, but I think I was so pissed off about the guy. Oh, this book's gonna shoot up as soon as Stan dies. That kind of pissed me off. But so my other rant about eBay is that I really wish that they would. I mean, I like the buy it now option, but I also really wish that more people would use the auction option and and start their books at a reasonable price so that they can see what it's really worth. Because I mean, like I said about that guy with that Avengers number 57, starting it out at $900 at an 8.0. That's just like, really, buy it now for $900? Come on, it's like eight or nine times more than the book is going for in the guide. And yeah, I really wish that in a way that eBay would get back to just being an auction site, so you can see what books are really, what people are really willing to pay for books more often. But that's going to wrap up my rant. Until next time, I'm sure I'll have something more to complain about. But so yeah, this is my most recent eBay purchase, and like, favorite, subscribe, yeah, comments, all that stuff. Take it easy, fellas.